is ticking on 24, and only Sprint customers can stay one step ahead of the action. For an exclusive extended sneak peek of next week's episode, text Jack to 6789 on your Sprint phone, only on the Now Network.
All right, class, let's button it. Becker.
Here.
Callahan. Callahan. Delivery confirmation on Callahan.
Drop him off at 8:15.
Gymnasium.
No, sir. No Callahan.
Always.
No Callahan. Just a freshman.
Thank you.
No emails from his parents. Drivers, I need a 20 on Callahan. Got him. Reroute him straight to detention.
Get more done now with the new BlackBerry Curve, the only BlackBerry Curve with Nextel Direct Connect.
The Idol dream begins with a ticket to Hollywood. Catch American Idol tomorrow on Fox.
Tobacco has infiltrated a chemical plant just outside of Kidron, Ohio.
Next Monday on an all-new 24.
If we cannot stop this, we are looking at atmospheric release.
The terror that's threatening the nation is about to hit home.
You're telling me my husband's gone missing?
There are 30,000 people in that town, Jack. We have to hurry.
The Matoba's still on the 3rd floor.
Affirmative, Jack.
How did they find us?
I don't know.
All new 24 next Monday on Fox.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Right now on Fox 5 News at 10.
How many illegal operations do you have? Do you have any respect for the laws or the fire codes in the city?
No New Yorkers allowed. Locals that are getting the boot. Fox 5 exposes the man behind it all. That story coming up in 14 minutes from now. But a developing story first at 10 tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ernie Anastas.
I'm Derry Alexander. A Ponzi scheme bust on Long Island.
And tonight, another man believed to have cost investors hundreds of millions of dollars is in custody. He surrendered just a short time ago.
Fox 5's Barbara Nevins-Taylor is in Hicksville with our top story at 10.
Nicholas Cosmo, suspected in a $380 billion Ponzi scheme, surrendered to U.S. postal inspectors tonight. Nick, what do you say to your investors? What do you say to your investors, Nick? Cosmo was led into the inspector's office in Hicksville, Long Island. He was absolutely silent. You told me the other day that you were a good guy. What do you say now?
I got 4 words to Nick Cosmo. Show me the money.
This morning at Cosmo's Hauppauge office, angry investors stood by waiting for answers. Mark Restivo says he lost money totaling 6 figures.
No matter if an investor has $5,000 or $50 million, it's the lifeblood of a person. I have over 6 figures.
You have over 6 figures invested.
Other people here.
And what are you afraid of?
Louis.
What are you afraid of now?
Yeah,
We're not going to get it back.
Yeah.
Investors are worried that millions of dollars may have disappeared in a Ponzi scheme. This woman and her family invested $1.5 million.
It's a lot of money.
Cosmo and his company Agape World, headquartered here in Hauppauge, Long Island, had a fund that was supposed to provide short-term loans to construction companies. Investors were told they were getting 12 to 15% interest. Most, like this man, who invested over $400,000, kept their money in and took interest out.
Because it's a good deal, they get good interest.
Cosmo told me he had over 3,000 customers. Some began to think it was a Ponzi scheme when he failed to make payouts. Investors told me they saw similarities to the Bernie Madoff scandal. In a Ponzi scheme, there's no tangible investment. The scheme pays off earlier investors with money from more recent investors. It falls apart when everyone wants their money.
My broker won't call me back. He won't answer my emails. He won't do anything.
Cosmo was involved in a securities fraud scheme in the 1990s. He was sentenced to 21 months in federal prison. When released in 2000, he started Agape World. Today, postal inspectors raided his offices.
Today, postal inspectors, along with a few members of the FBI, executed 3 search warrants at all 3 Agape World locations, one in Maspeth, one in Jackson Heights, and one in Hauppauge.
They brought out boxes and boxes of evidence, but Nicholas Cosmo remained coolly silent. Are you worried about what's happening to people and their money? Cosmo will spend the night in a Suffolk County jail, and he'll be arraigned tomorrow in federal court in Islip. We'll continue to follow the story. In Hicksville, Barbara Nevins-Taylor, Fox 5 News.
And breaking at 10 tonight, a person is dead after a house fire in Queens. Now, that fire broke out at about 8 o'clock this evening on 143rd Street in South Jamaica. It took 60 firefighters more than an hour to get it under control. Fire marshals are investigating. Ernie.
People living on Staten Island got a chance to sound off on the proposed MTA hikes and fare cuts tonight. The MTA held a hearing at the College of Staten Island, and many who attend gave the MTA a big F for its plans that would more than double the cost of Access a Ride. That's a service for the elderly and disabled. Bus and subway fares could also rise $3. The MTA is trying to close a $1.2 billion budget gap. Gary.
Ernie, firefighters evacuated a building in Midtown today. Skyfox HD over the scene on West 54th Street near Broadway. Now, the building is next door to a construction site. The city tells us that some excavation work was being done next door, which caused cracks in the foundation. Residents were allowed back in for the night, but a restaurant housed in the building did temporarily close. Meantime, the buildings department issued a stop work order for the nearby construction site.
All right, here's a problem. The salmonella scare is growing.
Tonight, there's word that Starbucks is taking some products off its store shelves.
Fox 5's Lisa Evers is working the story from the Upper East Side for us tonight. Good evening, Lisa.
Good evening, Ernie and Derry. Well, it is incredible to think that this whole scare could have been caused by one food handler who simply didn't wash their hands. But now